will get us started with the opening kickoff. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Arkansas's offense will dial up the first ball plays in this one. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sunday.
Yeah, and these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks, David. This one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names, brand versus brand, big-time baller versus big-time baller, trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
Back to throw, it's Lindsey. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. He spent his whole career in the backfield, now 40 career sacks.
That is absolutely insane. A guy that can get to the quarterback that much. You know where he's at, Paul. He's on the end of the line of scrimmage most of the time. You're pointing to him. There's the guy we got to make sure that doesn't make the play, and he gets to the quarterback time and time again.
There are very few players, I think, in college football, David, that you need to know where they line up each and every play because they are going to disrupt everything. This guy has been that all throughout his career. 40 sacks. That is unbelievable.
And the Razorbacks will punt it away on 4th down. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. The Rebels offense will take the field for the first time. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the pass game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack.
Oh, he's got some space. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding.
And that had to be a coverage bust on defense. There is no rhyme or reason why receivers should be that wide open, that deep downfield. Defense, they better check themselves.
And the Rebels have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. Now we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Gilliam. And this is blown up, going nowhere as the defense was ready for the Wildcat.
Now listen, the defense won that play. As an offense here, the key, David, you can't go back-to-back negative plays. You got to be smart with the football here. Looks like you're going to have to throw it. You just can't force it. You got to make sure you're playing with that clock in your head. You can't take a second.
And I think this is a situation where I spread you out. I get more speed on the field. I make the defense declare. I see what they're in, but I'm definitely throwing the football.
And they're going to try this on 4th down. They need a full 5 yards to get it into the end zone, but they'll go for it on 4th down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. The Razorbacks are backed up. They can feel the shadow of their own goalpost and trying to create some room. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
Gotta love how this defense started the football game. They forced the punt on the first drive. First play now, come out, set the tone. Great run defense, forcing a negative play and putting their defense in a good spot.
Trying play action. He'll take a deep shot here. He's got it down the left. They make the stop, but a big pickup thanks to the big arm from this senior quarterback. There have been many days for the Razorbacks where big plays from the quarterback came by running like Matt Jones, but that was a beautiful throw.
Man, I played against Matt Jones, played in the SEC championship game my sophomore year. We beat him 30-3, by the way. Just side note, but just dynamic player. But you're right, always ground team, ground and pound. They got that ability to keep some balance. These teams can open up, and Arkansas can have great seasons.
To throw, it's Lindsey. Makes the grab. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the first down before they finally get him on the ground. And the Razorbacks are moving quickly down the field. Wants to go up top on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Booker. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
They believe they can run right here. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
And that RPO play was run to perfection. The run fake forced and sucked the defense up, and a nice job on the route by the receiver, not telegraphing that he was breaking to the inside on the slant.
The Razorbacks pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Give him 6. Touchdown, Arkansas! Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. But the offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
Looks like he's going to try to return it. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. And the defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute with some points on the board.
It's really nice when you're an offensive coach and you can basically attack the whole field. When you got an arm like this and you can just, boom, put it on the line, it's really nice to have that.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And the defense was locked in. You could tell they saw it. They reacted right away. Got the running back on the ground immediately.
On the direct snap, it's Gilliam. There he goes. They finally make the stop, and the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Wants to adjust the pattern. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And just a great job by the defense being stout. All right, that's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on third down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing, especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play up tight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense? Second quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too. And you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got to play you practice all week long. That's the play you dial up right here.
Looking downfield, it's Woodside. Fires into the end zone. And this will fall incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. And the Razorbacks backed up deep in their own end, trying to create a little space on first down. Using his legs, it's Cobb. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Just feeds the running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That's such a great physical play by the defense, because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Back open in the middle. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. The Razorbacks line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He gets it away from his own end zone. Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4 pounds, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. It's complete on the right side. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
The Rebels have taken it inside the 20. Looking to pass. It's Woodside. Spits it out to the back. Picked off to stop the threat. Got some room to run. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. And the Razorbacks in a good spot here with second and short. Right back to the well. Trucks through the defender. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. And you really can't be called the Hogs if you're not willing to grind it out in the dirt.
Yeah, and I love calling the offensive linemen the hog mollies. In Arkansas, in that beautiful state, you're going to find a bunch of big, strong individuals. And the identity of that team is usually built on those guys up front.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make...
Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Razorbacks. They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Finds the tight end. He's out of bounds after a good pickup, and the clock will stop not only because he's out of bounds, but it's the 2-minute timeout. And the Rebels can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. The Rebels line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Looking to throw, it's Woodside. Finds his man, it's Marsh. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Well, at this juncture of the game, obviously the offense has struggled. No points up on the board. You're at the end of the first half, and you're just trying to make something happen. That time the quarterback thought he had a guy open way down the field, but again, the defense in perfect position, and that thing falls incomplete.
What a throw! Not a lot of room. He fits it in beautifully, and they've got it at the 30.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he
breaks into the open. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. Plays like that, but just a second of hesitation in the defense to make sure, and they're able to take advantage here.
And they use great timing with this call, right? Like, you can't call this play all the time, but you want to catch them when they're a little bit aggressive, not thinking about it. Nice job slipping the screen behind them, making the easy catch, and then getting downfield, picking up some extra yards.
He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater. The defense calls the timeout. Their second of the day as they try to get their act together. Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal.
Let's go.
Tries again to get it in. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
So nice to have the run game, so nice to trust in it, so nice to cut this game to a one-possession game. Halftime now becomes a lot more bearable. Coaches ain't yelling and screaming. We got to get this fixed, but we got some positive mojo on our side.
He'll bring it out. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second.
They'll go 4 wide, 3 to the left on 2nd and 8. Dropping back, it's Lindsey. Got it behind the line, it's Cobb. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. From the gun, running back gets to give. Knifing through, making the play in the backfield, and they can use a timeout and try to force them to punt. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A memorable first half of football so far today in Oxford. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and in the deep ball, he is a problem. And I don't think this defense has the solution. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Vaught Hemingway.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. The Razorbacks will kick it away to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Rodgers. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
Well, pick up the first against zone coverage. The biggest key there is the quarterback understanding that A, it's zone, but B, what kind of zone is it? Is it one high safety? Is it two high safeties? And then you know instinctively where your best throw, where your highest percentage completion is based on what type of zone coverage it's going to be.
And the Rebels trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking for a man. It's Woodside. He unleashes a long one. He's got it on the left. The junior making a clutch play and turning in a big catch.
And, man, he had nobody around him. That has got to be embarrassing for this defense. When you let someone that deep downfield go completely uncovered.
The Rebels have their offense in high gear. Motion from the wide receiver. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Cunningham. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
Finding open areas. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes continue to feed this man the ball.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category.
The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. He'll pull it on the read. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I don't think the quarterback made the right read on that play. I know they're asking a lot of this QB. He's got a lot to focus on with the pass game and all the different types of runs that they have in their playbook. But on that play there, that pre-snap look told me to hand it off.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on 3rd down. Looking to throw, it's Lindsey. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the right. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38. And the Razorbacks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And protecting their quarterback is job number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, as many as you want to put it on. They got to make sure they take care of him so he can make those plays. Defense wins this rep. They win up front, get to the quarterback, and get the sack.
Punch it out of the air. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
I'll tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it on that last play.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Razorbacks will line up to punt it away. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you want.
Turning it on! He's at the 40. The 20. Touchdown, Rebels! And that one will give them the lead.
Offensive line, give me a crack. I'll do the rest. How about the Jets, the speed? He just turns it on, going 70-plus to the house. What a huge play by the running back.
They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he's going to bring it out. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. He'll do it himself. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
How about the ball carrier on that explosive play, backed up inside his own 10-yard line, and is running out in the open field, making people miss, and finally giving his offense some room to operate, really get this drive going.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Off play action. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. What a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
Well, the ball hasn't hit the ground very often for this guy in this game, right? He's even still, after that incompletion, over 80% throwing, which is key. Because last game he was under 50% on his throws. He went back to work, worked on his fundamentals, and that's really showing up here.
Makes the grab on the left. He gets it out to the 28-yard line. Not enough to pick up the first down. And the Razorbacks will punt this one away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. He's got it. Makes a move. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. After that last explosive running play, David, why not just try it again, right?
I mean, why not? Such a big, long, explosive run. You think, Jesse, maybe give it to him again? Or do you say, hey, QB, throw that thing out there?
I think you keep it on the ground, David. Honestly, I was watching the offensive line. They were fired up after that long touchdown run. You know they just want to go back out there again and get some push.
They'll snap it from the 47 on 1st down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. He'll get rid of it. Got his man downfield. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21.
Play action does so many things. When you run the football and have success, it slows everybody down. Not just the linebackers and the safeties and make them come up, but the defensive line. They're thinking run as well. Slows down the pass rush. Gives me a little bit more time.
Oh, he's got some space. And to the end zone. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
Well, it took everything on defense to just get that guy down on the 1-yard line. He is a monster, Dave.
And if this offense, Jesse, is going to keep doing that, you better bring in reinforcements on that defensive line. Get some big boys, because they're about to punch this thing in the end zone.
Touchdown, Ole Miss! And they add 6 more in the middle of that trip to the house. He has spent a lot of time in that end zone at an absolute assault on the scoreboard.
No doubt about it. And guess what? I get to make a lot of highlights. I can copy and paste all of these touchdowns, show everybody the game I had, and the defense, well, you're just going to have to shake your head because you've been getting dominated.
And he's going to try to return this one. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Dropping back, it's Lindsey. Quickly out to the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. A big 3rd down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a... The Razorbacks will send out the punt unit. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Just needs a crack to get a return. Excellent coverage and tackle that time, and that's how the 3rd quarter comes to a close. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. They go back to work with a 1st down in the final period of this one. Power football with the run. He's in open space downfield. Turning on the Jets. And how much running room have they been able to find just all day? They are piling up unbelievable rushing stats.
Well, that's called paying off good field position. You've got the lead here late in the game. You've got the ball back. You're on your opponent's side of the 50, and on your very first play, you break off a long run. This defense right now is playing on their heels late.
And talking to coaches this week, that's their guy. The running back is the guy they feel the most confident in. So I expect down the stretch, when you got a lead in this football game, you're going to keep hammering away with your best player.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He's got it on the right. Touchdown, Rebels! Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Florida Atlantic was able to come away with a hard-fought victory in Boca. It wasn't one coaches will point to the rest of the way as a perfect 60 minutes of ball, but it is a step in the right direction. All that speculation all week, and now we know. And something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Hey, Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Fires to the right. He's got it. And a little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
I know a lot of people don't like prevent yourself from winning, but when I'm up by 3 scores in the fourth quarter, I am not giving up a single big play. I'm letting you check it down, throw it in front of me. I'm going to tackle you. I'm going to let that clock tick because I am up and that clock is running out.
Good pick up, a little bit short of the sticks.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He'll sneak it. And I don't think he got there. No, they stopped him short. He does not pick up the first down.
Well, and he gets stuffed on that QB sneak. He's just not doing a really good job of reading the crease and finding a little space to kind of tuck into and drive his feet. He's just running himself into a wall, Dave.
Well, and how about the big boys up front? Make a crease. Push somebody back. Create some space. There was nowhere to go.
Trying to get it to the marker. Running into the open space.
I think we're going to see more and more of this in college football. It used to be that if it was 4th and inches and you're on your own side of the field, you automatically punt. But I like that play call there. With their offensive line and their ability to run the football, just go out and get it and keep the drive alive.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Find some fresh air. There he goes. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. He's got it. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
That play was designed to go to the running back. They were hoping they were going to get man coverage. And one-on-one, that back is going to win that matchup every single time.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Dropping back, it's Lindsey. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Arkansas. Quick strike through the air for the score.
Really nice job by the quarterback there of just letting the play develop. He had his eyes down the middle of the field, and I think when he saw that deep middle area vacated, he said to himself, I've got a guy running right into that area. I'm throwing this thing on time, and this is going to be a touchdown. That's exactly what happened.
If they're going to pull off this big rally, they'll need to get this one back. They line up for the onside kick. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out. Everybody right now on the same page.
He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the football all over the yard, and I'm going to try to win me a big trophy at the end of the year.
And that's really nice offensively because you're in the red zone. You do have an opportunity to add to your lead here, but you're staying in bounds. I think the clock right now is the most important thing. How can we keep this thing ticking away? By going down in bounds, you're doing exactly that.
And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. They're working that left side. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
And that's what the running game can do for an offense. You run the football, you have some success. Then what do? You stick the ball out there, you pull it back, you run some play action, you complete the football, get a first down. Nice balance by this offense.
Needs it to keep this drive alive. He gives him a fresh set of downs, and this one will be 1st and goal from the 6. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And if they can find the end zone here, that might be all she wrote. 1st and goal. Here we go. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Ole Miss. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
With that last touchdown, looks like they're going to start this season 4-0. You've got to be impressed with what you've seen so far from this team. We knew coming in on paper this team had a chance this season, but until the lights go on, until you actually go out and do it for real, you can't believe just how good they are. But they've shown now, starting 4-0 on the year, this is a team that's going to contend for a national championship.
And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. To the air, it's Lindsey. Got his man. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. And the Razorbacks will hustle to the line. To the air on 1st down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Cobb. And the defense settled in to stop that before a short gain. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. The Razorbacks have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Back to pass on 2nd down. Going for it all. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Razorbacks! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
His junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Man, oh man, that ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have it.
Big tight end makes the grab, first down, still on his feet. Offense will use a timeout with 28 ticks.
I'll tell you what, offenses nowadays, the throw game, they feel so comfortable with it, even late in ball games. Don't worry about the clock. They're not worried about that because they know the execution rate is so high. They get the big 4th down here in the 4th quarter.
And it's complete at the 6. Defense right there, but now they're backed up with a goal-to-go situation. And they don't have to go for a touchdown here with this little time left and with the lead, but they might anyway. Going for 6. Touchdown, Rebels! Fired in from the red zone for the score. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Scanning the field, it's Lindsey. Fires to the big fella. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Four wide out set, 2-by-2 on 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring the speed on the field and get ready to play the pass.
Blasted as he lets it go.
Man, do I love being a defensive lineman in games like today when you know you got to go get the quarterback. Like they're down on the other side, they have to throw the football. Only chance they have to get back in, I'm playing the pass every time, pinning my ears back, and going to get the quarterback.
They bring him down. Strong effort by the coverage team, and that's how they'll put a period on this one. You don't want to get carried away. It's still early, but that was an impressive performance to go to 3-0. What do you think? How good is this team, David?
I love when you say you don't want to get carried away. But, you know why you say but? Because we're going to get carried away. Great start. This is what we do. We're going to react to what we see, and 3-0 is exactly how you draw it up. You build momentum, you start to build confidence, and you start to look like a team, Jesse, that might could do some damage later on in the postseason.
So, can they drown out the noise? Can they not pay attention to what we're talking about and how good we think they are